vlog for you guys, but we are not in Japan. I know this is Rebecca no大冒険, Rebecca in Japan, but I have come back to the UK. Some of you might recognise the background is a lot different. And yeah, I'm going to one of my favourite childhood places I really wanted to show you guys, called Rochester. It's really, really beautiful, very traditional. We've got lots of beautiful architecture around. So yeah, without further ado, let's start the video. And of course we have Dad in the video again. I know you guys really like him.最近日本語がすごく上達しました。その理由は今回紹介するアプリのおかげです。英語学習にも使えるので、ぜひ見てください。Learning a new language can be frustrating. You memorize words, study grammar, but when it comes to those real-life conversations, it just doesn't click. That is why I would like to introduce an app called Cardemy. It's not just another language learning app, it is a personalized learning system designed to help you learn naturally.With Cardemy, you get customized flashcards tailored to your needs, so you learn what matters most to you.
実行委員会からの花束です。
はい。
実行委員会からの花束です。
実行委員会からの花束です。実行委員会 Executive Committee, Implementation Committee, Organizing Committee. Cool word.Yeah, and of course this uses the SRS algorithm to help with memory. So yeah, I've been trying to learn more business related terms recently, so it's good that I've been able to customize what words I want to learn.
I think it's fun! Yeah, and the professor said we get a special surprise once we finish. Oh, really?
The Tell Me More feature can be used for difficult grammar points. You can see additional examples to understand the word in different contexts and sentences.So instead of memorizing random grammar rules, you learn through immersion by listening to and reading common patterns over and over. And if you ever get confused, the AI assistant is there to help explain meanings, grammar, and even compare similar words. 目的 and 目標. I click on both of them, then I press compare. And yeah, then as you can see, it says difference between 目的 and 目標. So 目的 means purpose or aim.And 目標 means goal or target. So this is really useful for me because I always get mixed up with Japanese words. So the AI chatbot tests you on words you've recently learned and suggests adding flashcards during your conversation and exercises. So if you want to learn English, try Cardemy today. I tested it for my Japanese and I'm convinced it will be helpful for your English. Also, besides English and Japanese, French is also a feature. So that's pretty cool. Now let's get back to Rochester.This is really nostalgic. We haven't been here together for so long. I've been in Japan for a year and then I came back, so this is quite strange. What can you tell us about Rochester, Dad?
Rochester is quite an important city, really. Quite an important
Is it
place.
a city?
Yeah, I think so.
City, yeah.
Rochester from Medway, so we've got a really old castle from the Norman times.
Yeah.
It's one of the oldest in the country. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. So it's kind of a mini capital city for the area.
It is very cool. Ignore the fact I've literally got a massive tear going down my face because of the wind.
Oh no,
You haven't upset me. I'm so emotional to be back here that I'm like crying. No, I'm not. My eyes are really sensitive to the weather. Dad said he has this like secret area he wants to show. We have a few things planned for you guys. We're going to go to the castle, the cathedral, then we're going to go to one of our favourite little cafes, which is really, really quaint and cute. If you're coming to the UK and you kind of want to see something other than London, this is a really cute little place to come and see. Just like, this is so nostalgic for me. Like, I was a little girl, like walking around here, running around here with Dad, so. We have actually come to the Dickens Chalet.So if you don't know, Charles Dickens is a very, very famous author from the UK and he actually lived here, so it's quite iconic. Did he live in this area?
He didn't live in Rochester.
Oh, he didn't live in
No,
Rochester?
he didn't, no, not in Rochester itself. He lived at a place called Gad's Hill,
Oh,
Just a couple of miles away.
Isn't it a school now?
Yeah, it's a private school.
A private school,
yeah.
yeah,
But the building
I
is still
remember.
there. And he had this chalet bought over, flat pack, a bit like IKEA. And,
Really?
Yeah, he used it as a study to write in towards the end of his life.
It's a office almost.
Yeah, and I was just reading about it. He actually collapsed the day before he died. He actually collapsed when he was working in this chalet.
Okay, now we are heading over to Peggotty's to get something to eat. So in this cafe you can order all kinds of things like afternoon tea, sandwiches or even larger meals. My parents were actually coming here when they were children, so it's been going for a really long time. The funny thing is we didn't even get tea. I got a hot chockey and Dad got a coffee, so sorry to disappoint our international viewers. I know a lot of British food might seem really bad, but I do feel like these kind of cafes have this really nice cozy food that you'll definitely like. How was your food, Dad?
My food?
Yeah.
Oh, it's delicious.
It was good,
it was
wasn't
really
it?
nice, as good as it always has been in Peggotty's.
We have just come towards the cathedral now. I'm going to try and get in, but I don't know if it'll be open. But we'll have a look. I used to roll down the slopes of this hill, didn't I, Dad? I used to. And I'm not going to be doing it again for the vlog. For the construction of this place, it said that it was begun in the 1080s, so not quite 1,000 years old, but still very old. The sturdy columns, rounded arches and jagged chevron patterns are all features of the Romanesque style favoured by the Normans. Historical for you history nerds out there. But this place costs like £6,000 or £5,000 a day to maintain, but it is free entry, so yeah, it just relies on donations, which is kind of crazy. We have just come down to the river area. It looks a bit like less dirty than it used to somehow. There's a swan in there. Why is it scarier than before? How do we get on top of this? I'm just gonna sit like here.
No!
Oh my god. So this castle is like a very typical castle. It has like 1, 2, 3 like square like thingies. I don't even know what you call them, turrets. But one of them is circular, and Dad could explain why one of them is circular.
So in the year 1215, there were 100 knights took over the castle from King John.
Yeah.
And King John wanted it back. The king ordered his men to dig a tunnel under one of the turrets,
Yeah.
propped it up with wooden props, with wooden supports, and set fire to the supports. And yeah, it's called undermining. This particular, it was kind of siege warfare really. It was a recognised way of siege warfare, and the whole of 1/4 of the castle collapsed down. Didn't work.
Didn't work.
The knights were still there, yeah, until they got really, really hungry and gave up, and that worked.
That's sad. But yeah, this is the castle. This is Rochester Castle. Very interesting. It's basically a ruin at this point, but yeah. And we actually have a nice day in the UK for once. Like, it has been so grey recently. We've even struggled to film videos because it's like there is no good lighting. But today it is extremely bright, so we have good lighting for the video. So we got this. This is really funny. This is a pencil sharpener, in the shape of a cannon, and we actually used to have one of these when I was a kid. I saw this in the shop and it has not changed since I got one. I don't know where the other one went, do you?
No idea at all.
Probably when we moved house it probably got lost somewhere or something. What's this, Dad? It looks like someone's feet go in the middle and start like running to power it. Horse. Oh. It really looks like one of those gym machines where you put your two legs in and it's like you're meant to like... Do we have a coat of arms for our last name? We don't have a coat of arms.
No,
We're too povo.
we're far too insignificant for that, that's for sure.
No.
Yes. Hear the woodpecker occasionally. There we go.
Oh yeah, I
Right
heard
on
it.
cue.
I heard it. I haven't heard a woodpecker in ages.
No,
Do
I
they have
doubt-
those in Japan?
I don't know.
I
to
don't
be
know.
honest. Yeah, that's a great spotted woodpecker, that one would be, a black and red one. There we go.
I don't know if you guys can hear it, but if you have woodpeckers in Japan, please tell me. If you're interested in learning English with Cardemy, don't forget to check out my promo code in the description. Okay, that will be it for today's video. I really hope you guys like looking around Rochester as much as I did. And yeah, stick around and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.